up just a wee bit. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So today we are going to be doing our workshop on EPKs and press releases. And I am actually going to be not doing this particular workshop for next Friday like I had planned. Like I said, everything is a prototype. So sorry about that. What's happening is we're just going with the flow, we're going with what works. And I had a lot of conversations with particular people about these workshops, and a lot of my friends that are, like I said, whenever I say we, I mean, I don't do it alone. So a lot of my friends that also do these things, they actually want to get involved. So that being said, you'll see at the end of my presentation, like I said in it, is I'm going to be doing a workshop with Vanessa M, and we're going to do a complete rebrand with her. Well, I guess we'll call it probably the rebrand workshop. And we're going to give her new bios, new press kits, new everything like that. We're going to be setting up her new mailing list. So everything that I was going to show you in next week's workshop, we're actually going to do in that one. So I said, what better way than like setting up an interview process and like showing you guys live action how we do it. And that will be in May. So just keep your eyes open for that one. And like I said on my Instagram, if you feel called to getting a ticket for next week's EPKs and press releases workshop, it'll either go towards the replay access for all of the replays. Like I said, I want people to be able to access all of the replays. At some point in time, I'll probably actually be putting things up for a week visibly to the public for a week because my birthday is tomorrow. So I want to gift that to everybody, is that access. And also, of course, it's a very reciprocal thing because I feel like that would actually encourage more people to do next month's workshop as well. But what I will be doing, and sorry for moving my mic around so much, but I want to make sure that it's accurately recording me, catching my train of thought. But so we will have people can either pay for, sorry, people can either pay for the workshop, or like you could do it as a donation as well. You can buy your ticket as a donation, but please specify that when you purchase the ticket, like are you getting replay or are you just doing this as a donation? So please specify those things. But I want to get the workshop presentation started. So let's share my screen. Let's get that on and pop in. Like I said, today is literally a snowstorm outside right now, and tomorrow's my birthday. So I wanted to do this workshop, still commit to it, still do it. But I decided to do it a little bit early, start a little bit early, finish a little bit early. And like I said, this particular workshop, I'm not going to continue this on to next week. And we're going to be covering a lot today. So get your popcorn ready. Okay, we're going to open up this presentation here, the presentation, and I'm going to make sure that my sound is on sound. So I'm also sharing the sound of the screen. So if we have any videos, we can play that. Okay, press releases and EPKs, week 3, enhancing press releases and EPKs with personalized gifts. This is something that I've talked about in previous workshops. The fact that we add a personal touch. There's a little bit more added to my press kits and the artists that I work with. And what we do is when we send out press kits, like EPKs is one thing, and I'll show you in EPKs what we offer is either like my typefaces, ebooks, or also like online services, stuff like that. We offer those things, or discount codes as well. So there's a lot that we offer extended outside of just telling people what the news is. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but what I am showing you is how to navigate in press, how to navigate with these radio stations, how to navigate with these labels and other artists. other entities that you will be dealing with while you send out these things. And again, this isn't just on music. This is for anyone that's sending out a press release. Lawyers send out press releases. I say that all the time. Um, Anyone in business, we send out press releases all the time. And what better way to add a personalized gift with it? And that enhances the whole thing. So I'm going to give you guys some examples of gifts that I've added with EPKs or press releases, or gifts that I've actually gave to my fans as a way for promotional services, and as a way to kind of like give back to my fans as well and show an appreciation for them. Okay, what do you do around your release? Introduction to the value of personalized gifts in elevating press releases and EPKs. As you can see, this is the gift box that I curated, well, created. And you can see here, Phenom, the vinyl record, is actually the top of this box. It's a black box. We went through different cycles, me and my mom, different cycles of boxes, because I had this obsession with inventing this particular type of box. We had bought a music sound box on, it was with Alibaba, I think, but it literally came and it was already broken. Like, it was a mess. And I'm just like, all it's doing is playing music. I wanted to do more, I wanted to do more. So we looked around and we tried to find anything. And she had actually found a company here in Ontario, Canada, and they made custom presentation cards. And she said, I don't know if it's going to work though. And I said, well, let's reach out to them. And we reached out, explained what we want to do, said that I have this music video I'm about to do. I want to put it on the card. Is this possible? They said it's never been done before. I said, I want to put my album cover on it. They said it's never been done before, but they did it. And I still think I'm probably going to do a pending patent on this, possibly, because I don't think it's been done in this fashion before. So this was something, we take this music video card here that was created, and then on the inside of the black box, okay, we it has adhesive. So then we put the adhesive and stick it on to the inside box. So when someone opens it, it plays the music video. If they want, press play or skip. And it holds about 10 minutes worth of video on it. So I get my vinyls done at Vinylfy, and I do know that there's other vinyl services out there. This is what I use. It's expensive, but they're very high quality. They're really great. You don't want to invest in cheap vinyls either, right? And like I said, I'm not expert when it comes down to vinyls. I use Vinylfy. They're really good. Um, they're out of Europe, so it's a little different. So adding, offering collectible memorabilia and everything like that. Like I said, I'm not going to go over all these like small fine details. This is for the presentation sake, and you will find the link to the presentation. This is actually without that text at the top. This was my advertisement that I released to social media. That album cover for Many Moons was done by Jason Warbucks. The cover, like illustrations, and also the vinyl design, stuff like that, is all me. This was the one that I offered with a vinyl giveaway, but a portable vinyl player. I said to myself, this is around 2020. No one really had vinyl players at the time because the nostalgia was just picking up. So I said, well, why give away a vinyl if no one can play it? Give away a vinyl and a portable vinyl player, which is cost me about 50 something dollars, but the vinyl is about over $100. That's an investment, but what it is the investment into my gems. We say fans, but I digress. You guys hear me all the time. I don't like that word, gems, and it's an investment into them. This is a symbiotic relationship when you start to release your music. So, and you want to really care for it and take good care of it. So I'm going to close this down so I can just look at it real quick from a distance. Okay. So here's just different tips. Like I was saying, you got to know your audience, reflect your brand identity, be creative, consider utility. So my consideration of the vinyl player, that is a consideration of utility. Like, do these people even have this stuff to make this work? Do they have this? Do they have that? When I give out that gift box, there is a cord that is a charger that I will have to provide, things like that, right? Um, Personalized messages, right? And package thoughtfully, offer exclusivity, like I was saying, discount codes, do things custom. You don't have to do everything exact same. And if you're like me with several different projects, make a bunch of different one of these for different projects and make it kind of like a one-on-one thing, like a one-of-one thing. And even something when you are gifting these vinyls, gifting books or anything, what you would do is you would go to a SOCAN, you would then register it, and you would register your vinyl. Um, and I believe you do this as well with Connect Music licensing here in Canada. And for Americans, I don't know exactly what you do, but you would have to look for hard copy royalty. So, hard copy is either a vinyl, written sheet music, that is a cassette, CD, any of those things fall under it, right? So you can actually claim a royalty on it for each sale, and each when you give it away, you would call that a sale. That is a piece of investment that you gave into it, whether how it was paid for or not, and you would get a royalty off of that. So make sure that you do your just due and apply for your adequate and proper royalties as well when you're giving these types of things away. So you're not just giving it away, and what's going to happen if that gets resold and stuff like that. So what you do is you make sure that there's a royalty, and you can actually inform the people that you are giving it to, like, this is the things that I need done. Like, say, I would really appreciate if you filmed it or gave a testimonial, gave a review. This is, again, it's a symbiotic relationship. Don't be scared to ask. And if somebody isn't okay with doing those things, maybe they're not the best person to offer something like this to. And send feedback, solicit feedback, right? So again, like I said, I'm not going to go deeply into all these things. It would take a very long time for me to read all these, but what I wanted to do was provide it in the presentation so that you can look at these things and navigate when you're making your gifts. And again, I'm going to be selling a course workbook. So all this information is going to be in that workbook. And we're also going to really see, what will benefit us for the next month of workshops as well. Because, like I said, all of these things relate to the other. Okay, so it's okay. So like a while ago, Wave took these pictures. It's so funny. Like, I got the nails done for this and everything. Yeah, like there was so much that was put into this campaign and everything like that. It's very, very well done, I would say. My visibility is nowhere to what it is today, and I can it's just gonna be up from here, right? But at this particular point in time, it wasn't about the visibility, it was about the investment in the art. The fact that I can sit here today and tell you about this invention, this creation, and how much it has, like, positively impact my career to create something like this, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not just about making things that are temporarily and you don't see a benefit from it. And here you've invested so much and there's no real benefit. This is something that I curated and I knew, okay, this is what I would do for my artists. I am my artist right now. It's the same way, like, how I work my record label is I owe my record label an album a year. That's what I told myself. So I gotta make sure I drop an album a year, right? And as you guys know, I drop way more than that, but that is my deal with myself as the artist to the label, which the label I own, right? So, thoughtful products for loyal listeners and gems, enhancing my gems listening experience, including a portable vinyl record player and my press release and EPK packages, allows my gems to enjoy my music in a nostalgic and immersive way. They can play the vinyl records I provided and appreciate the rich sound quality that vinyl offers. And again, this is Phenom. Phenom came from my project release in 2021. My music video that I did, like my debut video, was in that time period as well. The song Money Well Spent was on that project. And that's the music video that you see on the playing card. So here, before I started even doing music, had merch, had playing cards. These playing cards I had all throughout Atlanta, LA, and everything. I would literally leave them at music studios. I see people playing poker, all types of stuff. I gift it and I would gift it to them. So these were keepsakes from an art show that I had. So here we go. Let's pull this back and put it back here. Okay. So personalizing the experience. I believe in making the gift giving experience personal and thoughtful. That's why I include personalized gifts such as vinyl records and merch in my press releases and EPKs packages. It shows that I've taken the time to select gifts that align with my gem's interests and preferences. So the playing card again, um, like that was I literally thought to myself, what kind of product could I send for the mass incarcerated people on the other side? That would, I might not always be able to get certain things to them, but I could get these to them, right? That was literally why I started the playing cards, interestingly enough. Was I was like, prison eye candy. You can see here I have the different merch, the yoga pants that I did with, I do believe those are done with Printful. I might be wrong. The skirt and the bikini is done with Printify. The bracelet was with Printify as well. And it was a photo shoot that we did with Jason Warbucks. Jason Warbucks photo shoot also on those playing cards. And again, like there's so many different things. We had the bracelet, the bikini, all that shoes. The shoes were done by me as well. Okay. All right, this art here is done by my mama over here. She did this drawing of me. It derives from the album cover for Apogee. And that cover was taken by Jason Warbucks again. So as you can see here, I had merch with a thumbprint, heart print that said Amethyst loves me. And when do we commit to dropping merch? Every time we release a project, we create a tangible piece of art available for purchase to complete the entire experience. Alrighty. So this is the music video card, okay? Like I explained to you guys, it's just wild to me here. So it'll have the sound play on it. You guys, it's gonna play like a South Park thing. I'll like turn it off so no copyright thing. But this is how the card before we got the video on it. This is I'll leave the name in the description. They're called Big Dog. I'll leave the the company in the description because I do think this is a great tool to use for your marketing, and I do want these things to be available to everyone. I don't believe in gatekeeping something like this because if I gatekeep something like this, what if they go out of business because I didn't share their services, right? I need them to stay in business to help me as well, right? So it is always good to like say where you got things from because you never want those places to go out of business or become dependent on your business.
Peggy 18. Why did we choose this night?
So that's that on the video card in action before we put the music video on it. Okay, so and also partnering with cannabis brands. I work with a lot of cannabis brands on sponsorship deals with artists. And so I've incorporated like royalty rolling papers into my packages and my gifts and everything like that as well. Through my partnership with cannabis brands, I offer cannabis sponsorship as an additional benefit in my press release and EPK packages. Like I said, I don't just offer things just for myself. I want you to be able, because I want to send this to labels. Okay. You want to send this to everybody. You want to send this to a publication, right? Align yourself with the brands that over time you guys can work together. Over time, you guys get gigs together. And we will be getting into those workshops in May, artists with trees and stuff like that. And well, creatives with trees. And the thing is you can align yourself with these brands. They can support you. And then when you align yourself with these brands, then these brands also get elevated. Chances are these companies and peoples and entities might reach out to them, might say, hey, you're sponsoring this. Can you sponsor this person? And it is a reciprocal thing. It keeps the economy alive of art. So again, shout out your people, and you don't have to only just put like um weed products. I put actual weed in this, but this is rolling papers. You could put CBD products, different things that are within that field of wellness and good, like, good life, good herbs, good things like that. And if that doesn't work for you, then like I showed you guys the other day, we have alchemist Aya, use actual herbs, natural herbs and things like that, because we're as Maya said, we're using our plant cesters. Okay, we're using our plant cesters now. So here we go. Oh, and even here, I wanted to show you like resin unity. I used the ashtray. There is a rolling tray that was in there. Hold on, let me see over here. She also made me a custom pea, showing right here, to go with the phenom, okay, of the project. So her services are really amazing. Her name is on IG is Resin Unity. I will tag in this as well. I'm gonna make sure I tag everything in this. So if you guys are interested, but her resin art is very, very beautiful. Okay, so amethyst reflector radio. Okay, so you guys are gonna see a lot about this, and I've already posted some of my visualizers and stuff up on YouTube as a sneak peek to my project Storm, that which came out. And here we're going to get into why and how you can do like a little radio run for a particular night. Get your music, your set list together, your playlist, right? Get them together, or your music that you're going to be showing, get it together. And you're going to go to Stationhead, and you will literally put an invite for this event into your EPK and press releases and say, hey, same way you would do a YouTube premiere, you do it like this as well. So enhance audience engagement by hosting your own radio night on Stationhead. Invite listeners to join you for exclusive content, insights, and community building sessions. Including this invitation in your press release and EPK kits extends a personalized touch to your audience, fostering stronger connections and deeper engagement with your brand. Okay. And this illustration right here, the cartoon of me, just the cartoon of me myself, it is originally drawn by my mom. As you can see, I put like a little effect over it, and then I put it in this like little visualizer here with the wave. And this picture is a behind the scenes picture taken by Warbucks again. Yeah. So now we're going to get into what else I put into these gift boxes and packages, and that would be my books. So like I said, we offer the ebooks and the EPKs and everything, or the typefaces, and we'll get into all of that. But in that book that box I just showed you, the gift box, the book in it is this book, Black Indian Music or Trap Vogue, The Birth of a Genre. It has lyrics, sheet music, and visual content from artist and architect Amethyst Maris by Ace Asiatic, which is my author name. And when you get into this presentation, you'll be able to check out my book on Blurb, sharing my creative journey through books. In addition to music, I share my creative journey through books that I've authored. By including my books in my press release and EPK packages, I offer gems, an opportunity to explore different facets of my artistry and gain deeper insights into my creative process and personal story. Okay, so this book has like sheet music in it. It was literally like it's my last book that I did other than my coloring book. And like this picture was taken by I don't want to, yeah, Saad. It's taken by Saad. I don't, as director Saad. I don't want to, I was about to say his full name. I'm like, no, no, director Saad. But we did this for a music video with Duchess. And inside it is like photo shoots that we did with Warbucks, content that we made for specifically for this book. Again, this was to show and teach about my genre, to teach about what I was creating, to teach the outsides of it, like making your own genre. But it also had my sheet music in it. And like I said earlier in this video, you get paid when you put your sheet music in the stuff. That is a hard copy royalty. So each time that I sell one of these books, it has 4 songs, sheet music, I believe in it. So what I would then do is then report the royalties for all 4 of those songs, with the alongside the sale of this book. Okay, the next book, my first like major book, my first like real deal, is The Vibrational Cure. It comes in hard copy, soft cover, all of that. Right, Vibrational Cure, The Art of Manifesting. This is when I was in my real travel phase. This is when I was just doing art. There's a lot of heartbreak in this. I was like reviewing it the other day. There's a lot of heartbreak, not just like a relationship heartbreak, but a friendship type of heartbreak, a type of mourning, a type of realization, but also, um, what I discovered was, a different way to look at the 12 universal laws. You know, how can those laws support us in a different way? And in this book, I go into it. So, and again, I offer this book as a gift, with my press releases, EBKs, or I offer a discount code to it as well. Okay, so this is one of my ebooks, A Mentoring Dream, one of my early ebooks, picture taken by Jason Warbucks here. Oh, this picture was also taken by him, cover made by me. And A Mentoring Dream, this right here is taken by Eli. Yeah, I don't shoot something. Yeah, everything shoot, something like that. Everything I shoot, something like that on IG. But Eli, I don't know what he switched it to these days. And then Gangster Paradise. This picture is edited picture right here for this cover, but that picture is taken from Jungle Flower. It used to be red and everything like that, and I completely changed it. This is my first book ever, and this is a poetry book, and it's an ebook. This picture here, this is me taking my Jason Warbucks, and right there is a soft cover of Vibrational Cure. Like, we actually have physical copies of these books, please, please, please. And like I was explaining before, Blurb is print on demand. You do have to order first copy and everything like that. That would be your first investment. And it's good to do that, so that way you're actually able to see what the book looks like if there's mistakes. I've done that sometimes where I have books and I've ordered them and they had mistakes in them, and then you got to go back in there and edit them and reprint. But that's the whole reason why they say, hey, can you please buy this book so we can make sure that you know the quality of it first. So, and like I said, offering ebooks, for EPKs, electronic press kits, or offering discount codes, for 100% off on my typefaces. This typeface, we'll get into making typefaces probably sometime this summer, but it's called Venus Papyrus. This is, like what people, the misnomer is font, but it is actually typeface. The reason why we call it a font is because of Steve Jobs. Thanks a lot, Steve Jobs. But it's actually typeface. And by knowing that etymology of what a typeface is versus a font is literally the stylistic, uh, basically the stylistic style of a typeface. So basically bold, italic, underlined, things like that. That is font. And it would be the font of my typeface if it was bold, right? Um, with typefaces, we'll get into that whole creative realm as well next time, but I just want to touch on it a little bit because this is something that I also do offer as, kind of like a low risk gift. It's already made, it's already out there, and if people start to use this, it will benefit me as well. It is a reciprocal thing because this is art that people have access to, right? Exclusive offer, 100% off on Venus Papyrus typeface. As a token of appreciation, I offer an exclusive discount of 100% off on my signature typeface, Venus Papyrus, in the thank you notes included with my press release, EPK packages, and even my merch. This special offer allows my fans, sorry, not fans, I should have corrected that word. Um, Sorry, I stole this one from AI. I stole this caption from AI. AI, don't call them fans, gems, to access this unique typeface for free, empowering them to incorporate my distinctive visual style. Hold on. Guess what I can do right here as I'm talking to you guys is fix that. Here, there we go. So when you get the presentation, it's fixed. I don't really have to wait to fix things. I don't like to use that term fence. Let's cross it out. Okay. Anyways, so etymology is important. Though your word is a sword. Okay. To my gems to access this unique typeface for free, empowering them to incorporate my distinctive visual style into their creative projects and promotional materials. So anywhere true type font file works, and that's in the world of typefaces again, wherever that type of file works, you can use this typeface. And that's virtually everywhere. Again, this is the lowercase version of it. Okay, moving along. So this is coming out of one of my press kits that I had to do for 2022. And what I wrote for this, I thought was really interesting. What is for you will always be for you. Your success is inevitable. Always walk at the pace of your nature. Man of finesse. Just wanted to throw that in there. Little things that were in these press releases before. Little Miss Gomigizi energy. Okay. And oh, making good time. All right, so tonight at midnight, March 23rd, is Qualia. So far we have Kasara Khan Hefa came out on the new moon, March 10th. Qualia comes out March 23rd, my birthday. Qualia. And then we have Please Help Yourself comes out the full moon on Monday, March 25th. AI prompting, we have one more workshop next Wednesday. That is the final AI prompting workshop. If there's more, ask for it after all the replays and stuff like that are out, then I might go ahead and do another one of those because AI is forever evolving and I want us to stay up to date as much as possible. So album cover designs is April Tuesdays with Fifth House of Creativity. So you can see here, I've made all of my own album covers and I've made several other artists album covers. Not just making their album covers, but I've painted their album covers. So I really can't wait to get into that. Like not just, the album cover aspect, but like the create not just the creation side of it, but the actual preparation with the story, with the vision, conveying the music, making all of that work. And then we have record producing B2B Mondays with Fifth House of Creativity Inc. And that is not, and I always say this, that is not beat making, that is record producing. So that's cutting records. Like I'm actually going to show you how to do that. One of the things about releasing projects was, I remember a few years ago, I was working with an artist, and for this particular instance, this situation will will remain nameless. But I remember she was releasing an EP, and I witnessed her manager that had taken over at that time when I stopped working with her in that facet. Um, they didn't know how to distribute the music. I laugh because like it's the future. I think this was like 2019 or so, right? But now it's easier than ever, so I can imagine that happening now. But there's a unique way to release projects and there is a particular way to do it, and it's not as difficult as people make it seem. I want people to stop feeling like oh, sorry, something went in my eye. I want people to stop feeling like these things are only the smartest people can do this. We really gotta like rule that out because a lot of times, what is the word? Insolence. I think that is a fitting word for this. Like people act like things are too difficult to do, and they're being taught that they're that difficult to do, and they're actually not that difficult in the first place. And I see a lot of artists not even know how to release music in the first place, and that is the first thing that's holding them back. And I've had people, at that time, and when I would say something about this, I didn't release any music. So when I would say, like, hey, I released other artists, and they, oh, well, what have you done? Because I wasn't that forward facing with what I was doing behind the scenes in the industry at that time. But now, fast forward 2024, and I almost got like almost 50 projects out, right? I distributed all of them myself, you know? So um clearly we know how to drop projects, right? And we want to make it easy for people to do it. And in a way where we kind of look at who we're distributing with, what royalties we got to collect, what money is our money, what do we have to register as, all of that, all those things count in. Okay. Alrighty. So moving along. Okay. Kasara Khan Hefa cover, Qualia cover. Ooh, Qualia. And then please help yourself cover. Okay. All right. So this is a shorter workshop. Like I said, we have tings outside. The snowstorm looks crazy, and I gotta go. But wrapping this particular chapter of Harmony Workshops to extend this offering, instead of teaching you about newsletters and mailing lists only, which that was the plan for next week, I am going to be sitting with Vanessa M, and we will be completely rebranding her. And with that, of course, comes leveling up her mailing list. So keep an eye out for a date in May for a one-time workshop to start us off right, called the Rebrand. This will be an extension of EPKs and press releases workshop. So those of you that are actually collecting the credits from Harmony Workshops Qualia, then that credit that you would have gotten for that workshop that's next Friday, you can compensate with this one. And all of that will be in the workbook to make it very reasonable for you. But I just wanted to cover all of that today. And I think that we did a great job with this particular workshop. I think that we covered a lot of stuff, just the ins and outs of making a biography, the ins and outs of your persona, the different details of, you know, when we do like DJ drops, when we do these things a few years ago, I'll say this, like I think I can say this experience. I was trying to get a DJ drop, and you can like look this up. It's years ago, but you can look it up on YouTube, Google, or whatever. We were trying to get a particular DJ drop for a song that Jacques was on. And in order for the songs to get played, I had always made a deal with the DJs that I work with. And this is before I made music. This is when I was an A&R, right? Still with the capability of making music, but outwardly, I am taking care of the business of it first. If I can't take care of the business of music for everybody else, then how am I going to even live in the music business, right? It would then become a very uncomfortable place for me to be in, right? So my impact has to come before I come, you know? It always works that way for my life. But yeah, so he went crazy, like got very upset, saying him not made no drop, this, that. He was very upset about it. And like you can see it on YouTube, he's very upset. And the DJs that were waiting on their drop for the Jakir tune then see all of this stuff in the media, the hype about how he's not going to do this. They said, we're not going to play his track. We're not going to do it. And the thing is an older school artist. He's like, no, he's here. I love his music. I King in the Jungle, that's Michon. But the thing is when we are dealing with DJs, when we're dealing with press, we're dealing with radio personalities, we're dealing with podcasters, all these people, bloggers, journalists, all of this. Um, Develop your relationships wisely. Be kind. Be kind. You don't have to be a dick to people, you know, and you also don't have to feel like you're better than, right? There's certain things you can obviously feel like if it's beneath you, it's beneath you. Cool. But this really affects how much the press and the media and the public are going to put you out there when you treat these people that are the figures standing in the way of those things, the front facing figures in media. If you disrespect them, then chances are they're going to make you look crazy to the general public. They're going to release, like those journalists release the videos, those people release the videos, the conversations out there, then it gets all around the world, right? Then people are like, he's ungrateful, this and stuff like that, right? And And that's not just a jab at him. This is a general statement to all artists and all creatives that kind of really have like a real disrespect for the business side of it and the people that come inside the business side of it. And that's not to say that there isn't big people in the music industry that are just as egotistical, but what will really help you and guarantee a position is being a good person. And, we're not saying fucking a little, you know what I'm saying? We're not saying that. But what we are saying is to really protect your name and your brand by being kind, by being respectful. And if you need to release music, expect to do a radio drop, expect to do a DJ drop, expect to give out gifts, expect to, give these offerings. You're making it, you got to give it if you want to be part of this particular system of things, because it is a reciprocal business. Okay. I feel like we covered everything today. I feel like we did pretty good today. Tomorrow, again, like I said, it's my birthday, but Monday, the 25th, when Please Help Yourself comes out, Please Help Yourself is 3 more songs. I'm so excited. Like I'm excited for Qualia to drop. You guys heard Qualia on Monday. But Please Help Yourself. I always save my best song for last for all of my projects. Remember that. My best song for last. I recorded these 9 songs on March 1st and I divided them up into 3 projects. So that last song, crazy, crazy. But we will be exploring the making of that on Monday. And then, like I said, that's the last songwriting and beat making workshop for the season. Then we have AI prompting on Wednesdays, and Friday we'll have off, but I will be getting the course workbook ready for April. So I'm very, very excited for that. And thank you so much, guys. For everyone that's just doing these press releases and EPK videos, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm so, so grateful. Um, and yeah, and for everybody else, and if you're coming to more, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. And yeah, have a great day, y'all.